Do 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 do. Do 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 do. In this video, we will pick up an old alignment of US 60 and 70 and follow it through Desert Center. Then we will begin following another old alignment through the Chuckwalla Valley. Alright, so this is Ragsdale Road, which
2 miles. Arrive at 44470 Ragsdale Road on the left.
this is the this will actually go into Desert Center, and it is old 60 pre-Interstate 60. Up on any washes I'm not driving through them this time. Old bridge with wooden railings. About this one, I'll have to look it up. Old gas station. Okay. Coming up on another old bridge here. And actually off in the distance to the left is a huge solar panel farm.
Ragsdale Road on the left.
Another bridge with wooden rails.
Ragsdale Road on the left. In 1¼ miles, turn right on California 177. California 177, then take the first left.
Okay, so here we're coming into Desert Center. As you've heard the GPS indicate, we're about to intersect with California 177. Wow, Desert Center is pretty much seen better days. The town of Desert Center had its beginnings in 1921 when Desert Steve Ragsdale and his wife Lydia decided to open an auto repair shop at roughly the midpoint between Blythe and Mecca. Those two towns at the time were nearly an 8 hours drive apart across the desert. A few years later, the Ragsdales opened a cafe, market, gas station, and post office on this site. The cafe was open 24 hours a day until it closed for good in 2012. Just south of town, on the other side of the interstate and down a narrow sand road, is this outcrop that includes a monument to Desert Steve. It was to be his ultimate resting place, but unfortunately politics prevented this. I will include a couple of links in the video description to articles about Desert Steve, Desert Center, and the future fate of this town. There must be something about that one because everybody stopped there and they're taking pictures. I don't know what the significance of it is. Alright, I'm going to drive across here to the end of old US 60 here in Desert Center, and then I'll turn around and head back to the interstate. I think this might be the last. This is Chuckwalla Valley, and there's Blythe has some old sections. There is a huge junkyard over to my left, so I hope I don't pick up anything I shouldn't on my tires. There's what looks like it used to be
when possible, make a U-turn.
Some sort of let's see. That's actually a trailer park now. Segment of US 60 ends and goes up underneath of the footprint of the interstate. So I'm going to turn around here, getting off at Corn Springs Road, and we're going to turn on to an old portion of US 60 that can turn right. Go just a little piece, but not very far. There are some trucks that have parked out there. Right. So Here we are on Chuckwalla Valley Road, and unfortunately, people do a lot of dumping out here, it looks like. If I get to a flooded area this time, I'm not driving through like I did on 66. Springs Road goes. Oh dear. Warm Spring. Another old wood guardrail bridge. She wants me to wait 1.5 miles. It looks like a bus stop ahead. It does. This road actually lasted quite a while, right up until, I guess I-10 was finished from, somewhere west of Blythe to where we got off back there, because this road actually does not directly parallel 10. It sort of runs away from it for a while, runs sort of more southeast than east, and then eventually it makes sort of a turn and starts running northeast and back to the current interstate. So this I think this may have been one of the last sections east of Los Angeles anyway that was replaced. I should say east of Palm Springs. It's actually 14 miles long. That I did not know, or had forgotten. Over 14 miles long. It's pretty through here. You can sort of, since you're not going as fast as you're on the interstate, you can sort of look around and realize, there are pretty much mountains all around you here. There are some pretty close just to the left, which would be south. And there, one in particular, a pretty tall one in the middle. And then if you look off to the south, which is to the left, there are more mountains, and then ahead of you there's mountains, and if you look in your rearview mirror, there's mountains in the distance. The ones in front and behind are more in the distance. The ones to the left are the closest, the north. And then the ones to the south don't really look that far away. That may be where that Corn Springs is near the mountains. But I've not even seen any ruins of anything out here, so this must have been a pretty desolate drive back in the day. About 40 on this road. Just to be on the safe side in case I see something I don't want to run over. And two, it is a little bumpy, but it's actually not in bad shape, considering that I bet it doesn't get much attention. In the next video, we will continue to follow the former alignment of US 60 and 70 through the Chuckwalla Valley. Please check the video description below for links to several online resources that made this trip possible. Thanks for watching. You all come back now.